Welcome back to physics class. So today we are going to discuss the inertia. What is meant by inertia? Do all bodies have the same inertia? What factor can decide the inertia of a body? Right. See another. In the absence of net external force. See here, suppose a body is at rest. If F net is equal to 0, you know very well, one is normal force, another one is gravitational force. If these two forces are balanced, net force is equal to 0. That means the body is at a rest. If initially the body is at rest and net force is equal to 0, the body continues in the state of rest. Next here, initially the body is moving with a uniform velocity and F net is equal to 0. That means forces are balanced. The body continues to move with uniform velocity. That means, see here, connect this topic to today's topic. See here the body is at rest and net force is equal to 0. The body can change its state by itself, rest to motion. This body can change its state of rest to motion by itself. No, it is not possible. Next, here the body is moving with uniform velocity. Uniform velocity means, suppose motion. The body can change its state of motion to rest by itself. That means here F net equal to 0. No force is acting on the body. The body can change its motion to rest by itself. This is not possible. That means the body cannot change its state of rest to motion by itself. The body cannot change its uniform motion to rest by itself. This is called inertia. Inertia means the body cannot change its present state by itself. This property of a body is called inertia. Inertia is an inherent property of all the bodies. That means all bodies having inertia property. Inertia is a property of matter. That means definitely every body has inertia. One more example, best example. See here, is a body is moving with some velocity, suppose 20 meters per second. We know very well initially the body is in motion. Suppose a frictional force is acting on the body. Due to this frictional force, after covering some distance, ball comes to rest. See here frictional force is acting on the body continuously. So here frictional force is there, here frictional force is there, here frictional force is there. So when frictional force comes into play, immediately the ball comes to rest here. No. Here the ball comes to rest here. No. Here the ball comes to rest. That means in order to change its state, the ball takes some time. That means the ball immediately will not change its state. Even though a force is acting, the ball will not change its present state immediately. That means always the bodies are unwilling to change. They will not accept to change its present state. Here the present state of the body is motion. So the body is readily to want in its present state. It will not accept to change to other state. Means motion to rest. That property of body is called inertia. That means inertia means every body has one property. What is that property? Means they will always stay their present state. They are unwilling to change their state. All bodies have the same inertia. See now, Consider a trolley. It is a loaded trolley. Loaded trolley. So consider another trolley. It is a unloaded trolley. It is loaded trolley. Then see here, it is very difficult to set the loaded trolley into motion. See here, initially it is at rest. Initially it is also rest. But if you compare loaded trolley and unloaded trolley, it is very difficult for us to set loaded trolley into motion. Why? Because loaded trolley has more mass. So for us it is very difficult, means we have to apply more force. If we apply more force to change its state, means it has more inertia. Next see here, loaded trolley. It is loaded trolley. Loaded trolley. See another. It is unloaded trolley. Initially both are moving with uniform velocity. Uniform velocity. So we want to stop the trolleys. So it is very difficult to stop the loaded trolley. See here, initially loaded trolley is in motion. This is also in motion, but it is very difficult to set the loaded trolley from motion to rest because of more mass. That means if the body has more mass, then for us it is very difficult to change its state. Why? Because it has more inertia. So simply all bodies have same inertia? No. See here, two bodies are at rest. So two bodies having same inertia? No. Here two bodies are in uniform motion and they are moving with the same velocity. So these two bodies have same inertia? No. That means inertia depends on which factor. What factor can decide the inertia of a body means mass. The factor is mass. So mass is the measure of inertia. If more the mass, more is the inertia. Why? Because inertia is not a physical quantity. It is an inherent property. We cannot see it alone. It is an inherent property of a body. But mass is a physical quantity. We can measure the mass. So see here, inertia is an inherent property, and for every body has inertia, and for every body has mass. Suppose if you purchase anything, definitely, suppose here, if you purchase a marker, definitely the marker has mass. So mass is a property of body, and this marker has inertia also. Inertia is inherent property. So inertia is not a physical quality, but we can estimate inertia by measuring the mass. That means if more the mass, more is the inertia. If more the mass, more is difficult to change its state. More the mass, more is difficult to change its state. So more the mass, more is the inertia. So inertia is not a physical quantity. So inertia has no units. Next, this is very important point. See here, two bodies of equal masses. Equal masses. See here, bodies of equal masses. See here, one body is 20 kg. Another body, it is also 20 kg. Initially, the body is at rest. It is moving with uniform velocity. It is moving with uniform velocity, or simply it is in motion. See here, one body is at rest, another body is in motion. Both are having same mass. Then which body has more inertia? Which body has more inertia? See here, its body mass is 20 kg. Its body mass also 20 kg. So both masses having equal inertia. Because inertia depends on mass. It does not depend upon the velocity. Three types of inertias. Inertia of rest, inertia of motion, inertia of direction. Right, first one, inertia of rest. A body at rest remains at rest and cannot start moving by its own until an external force is applied on it to change its state of rest. See here, if initially a body is at rest, the body cannot change its rest to motion by itself. This property of body is called inertia of rest. Right, best example, see here, consider a glass tumbler. See here, a glass tumbler. So, on the glass tumbler, place a smooth cardboard. Over the smooth cardboard, place a 5 rupee coin. This is glass tumbler, this is card, and this is coin. Right. So, flip the card sharply. Flip the card sharply. The card moves in the horizontal direction, but the coin which is kept over the card falls into the glass tumbler. So what is the reason behind it? Simply here, the reason is nothing but when we flip the card, momentarily the card, a momentary force acts on the card. So the card flies away. But see here, if you observe the coin which is placed over the card, this coin does not share this motion at once, because you are applying force, means you are giving a jerk. Due to the jerk, a momentary force acts, a momentary force, which is with less time. Due to that force, only the card is flying away. Due to that force, only the card flies away. That means the card is in motion. This motion is not sharing by coin. So the coin remains at its initial position. What is the initial position of coin? Rest. So no force is acting on the coin, and the coin is not sharing any motion. So the coin remains in its inertia of rest position. Okay, Nana? So this is the best example for inertia of rest. Let's observe here, there is no support for coin. That's why the coin falls down into the glass tumbler due to force of gravity. That is the other matter. So example, see another. Just consider this is a bus. A passenger standing in the bus. Initially, the bus is at rest. So when the bus begins to start suddenly, means when the bus starts suddenly, the passenger who is standing in the bus falls backwards. That means falling backwards. Why he falls backwards? So this is also best example for inertia of rest. See here, the reason is the lower part of the passenger is in contact with the bus. So when the bus starts suddenly, the lower part of the body shares this motion because it is in contact with the bus. So it moves ahead. But see here, the upper part of the body, see here, this is the upper part of the body. The upper part of the body does not share this motion simultaneously because this lower part is in contact. So momentarily, when the bus starts suddenly, means a momentary force acts. Due to that momentary force, the lower part only shares this motion, it moves ahead. But the upper part, there is no force is acting and it is not sharing this motion. So initially it is at rest. So it remains at a rest. It means the upper part of the body remains at rest due to inertia of rest. So consequently, the lower part of the body moves ahead. The upper part of the body left behind due to inertia of rest. So it falls, means the passenger tends to fall backwards. A body in uniform motion can neither accelerate nor retard by its own until an external force is applied on it to change its state of uniform motion. See here now, initially a body is moving with uniform velocity. See here, if no external force is acting on the body, see here, in the direction of motion, no external force is acting. In the opposite direction of motion of the body, no external force is acting. If no external force is acting on the body continues in a state of uniform velocity. That means the body can neither accelerate nor retard. Because no external force means the body can neither accelerate, no. The body retard, no. That means this property of body is called inertia of motion. See here one best example. See here, consider a car. A person is standing in the car. Initially, the car is moving with uniform motion. When in running, it means, see here, the car is running with uniform motion. So in a running car, the passenger, the whole body of the passenger is also in the state of uniform motion. Right? Now see here, the lower part of the passenger is in contact with the bus. When the bus stops suddenly, the lower part of the body shares this motion and the lower part of the body comes to rest. The lower part of the body comes to rest. But see here, the upper part of the body, initially it is in uniform motion. So it continues in the state of uniform motion. It remains in a uniform motion because this motion is not shared by upper part. That means the upper part does not come to rest immediately because no force is not acting on the upper part. So the upper part continuously in the uniform motion. So due to that, the passenger tends to fall forward. So when a running bus stops suddenly, the passenger who is standing inside the bus falls forward. Right, see here, inertia of direction. A body moving in a particular direction continues to move in that direction until an external force is applied on it to change its direction. See another best example. If you observe the grinding stone, see here, this is the grinding stone. We want to sharp a knife. See here, this is knife. When knife is pressed against the grinding stone, which is rotating, if you observe that the sparks, these are the sparks. The sparks will fly tangent to the grinding stone. That means no force is acting on the sparks. If no force is acting on the sparks will move in its own direction. That is inertia of direction. Due to inertia of direction means no force is acting on the sparks. So sparks will move in its own direction. Here force is acting on the grinding stone, but no force is acting on the sparks. If you observe, so especially in the rainy seasons, if a mud into the rotating wheels, if you apply, that means by pressing the wheels, if you apply the force on the wheels are rotating, but there is no force is acting on the mud. So the mud will leaves the wheels tangentially. It means it moves in its own direction. Next, best example is here. When a running car suddenly takes a turn sharply, the person who is sitting inside the car, he will feel that he will move outwards. A force is acting outwards. That means this is because if there is no force acting means he will maintain its own direction. But while he is taking a turn, a force is acting on the person. Due to that inertia of direction, he changes its direction. So force is acting, that's why he is changing his direction. If there is no force acts, he will maintain in its own direction. This is the best examples for inertia of direction. I hope the concept of inertia is very much clear to you. We learnt that what is inertia, do all the bodies have the same inertia, what factor can decide the inertia, and we discussed type of inertia. So I hope the concept of inertia is very clear to you. To rewind the topic, go to my channel once again, click it and watch it. So pause the video and note down all the points. Bye.